Hey everybody, Chuck Carstensen, Remax Results, live video, recorded podcast, and this one is not on Facebook, and that's the topic here. I'm on LinkedIn. I don't know if anybody goes to my LinkedIn. I do have an account. Hopefully this works. I've never went straight to LinkedIn, and I'm on YouTube, and I'm sure we'll take the YouTube video and put it on Facebook, but I'm not on Facebook. I'm off Facebook, and so if for some reason there's people that follow me and wonder what happened to Chuck. He's not on Facebook. Well, what happened, and I'm going to share the story, is basically I got hijacked or hacked or something. So about a week and a half ago, I'd go to log on, and then it said, somebody's logged on in this remote location. Is it you? And it wasn't me. And it was from a couple different locations, couple different devices. Kind of getting annoying. I kept having to change my password. And eventually the person, whoever was hacking me or hijacking me, put in a different name, Vu Lin or something. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Who looked to be a Korean comedian. Maybe his comedy is hacking and hijacking Facebook accounts, but I think somebody was just using his picture and name and having fun with it that way. And so all of a sudden it's like my profile picture changed. My wife said, I'm still in the background on Facebook, but I can't get in there. And my account's under this person's name. And we had to pull my admin privileges off of like our real estate page and a couple other pages. So Carstensen Team Real Estate is still on Facebook. I just don't have access to direct posting. Obviously, Michelle, Esther, Stacy, Barbara, Michaela can all post. But I think what happened, and I'm sharing this more for awareness. I'm not on Facebook, and Vu Lin is not me, and Vu Lin is probably not also Vu Lin. And I don't know why people have to hack Facebook, but I think it's fun for them. They have new challenges, and every once in a while I play Clash Royale, a little game on my phone. That's their game. I'm not really sure, and I coach basketball and try to strategize there. I'm sure they try to strategize how to get people off Facebook and then steal their identity or whatever people do. I don't think any of that's happening other than, like I said, I'm not on Facebook. So that's what's happened. But I think how it happened, I have an old website account. It was called theprosperityleader.com. Years ago, I was kind of coaching, wanted to do consulting as a side little thing, maybe speak. And I do speak at like church and stuff. So I feel like I did get to my goal of a speaker, but in a different way. And I let that website go. But I think what happened is they took over that website, which was still attached as one of my emails on Facebook. So they must have some algorithm that figures it out. And then every time I change my password, they got a notification through that website and would change it. And then eventually they got in there. And when I probably said, that's not me, then I'm sure Facebook's like, wait a minute. And they shut down my account. And I think I have I had 30 days to get back in it. I tried a couple different ways saying, here's me, here's my identity. And Facebook doesn't get back to you. I've asked other people, like, yeah, they just ignore you. So then I'm like, this is kind of nice. I'm not checking my news feed or whatever on Facebook. This is kind of nice being off Facebook. Other than I'm sure like 7 people miss me or 15 or honestly, there's people I barely ever talk to that are like, hey, I saw what's happening on Facebook. So maybe 100 people are missing me, like not knowing what's happening in my life because I'm not on Facebook. And I suppose I could keep trying to get back into my old account. I'm sure eventually I'll just redo a new account and I'll have to request you to be my friend if you're my friend. And that's what'll happen. So for now, I am not on Facebook. And normally in these podcasts, I have this little ticker going, you could comment on your real estate questions. You could, but I know when I go directly to YouTube and never been on LinkedIn, and normally people watching on Facebook, I'm sure nobody's watching live. They're going to listen to recording. Then they're going to be like, oh yeah, I haven't seen Chuck on Facebook. How's his kid doing in basketball? Are they selling any houses? What's going on? Where's his pretty wife? What's she doing? My pretty wife is still on Facebook, so you can find her. And yeah, that's what happened. Somebody basically hijacked my account under Vu Lin. I think VO with whatever little dots are over the O, and then I think it was LIHN or something. I don't know. I have to look it up. I have it. I haven't lost it. I'm keeping all this documentation, and with that. It's like I said, it's interesting being on Facebook. I'm not off Instagram, although I had to get back on there. I could do some YouTube shorts. I'm doing this video on YouTube. I could go on LinkedIn. It's like kind of nice to be less social media. Although in real estate, they all tell you got to be on social media. You got to make yourself famous. Sometimes you just got to do the work you need to do other ways as far as real estate goes. So I wanted to get this out here, let you know, I'm on Facebook, probably not eternally, probably just for a season until I decide to get back in, or Facebook lets me back in, but they don't seem responsive. And yeah, if you have an old email that you never use on Facebook that could be hacked by a hacker, I think that's how they hack you. So I get that old email disconnected to your Facebook. So Vu Lin doesn't overtake your account or whoever this person is. It's, I should point out one more thing. So my wife posted, hey, Chuck's Facebook, his account got hacked. So somebody texted her and texted me this is David Williams and I am a cybersecurity. And then he's texting us. And my wife's like, oh, you should talk to him. He can help you. I'm like, honey, I'm pretty sure this is spam. So anyway, he calls me and I grab the call. So I'm like, I want to see what this guy said. And it literally sounded like a 17-year-old, 20-year-old nervous person who sat behind a computer, never talked to anybody, who was trying to get me to log into my computer, and he'd save my life. And no, he'd log into my computer and take my stuff. So I didn't log in. I was like, wow, these people, at least be able to have a conversation if you're trying to hijack somebody's life. You sound like a 17 to 19-year-old that's never talked to anybody, but apparently you're good at, hacking into accounts, but you can't speak and, say one complete sentence without, I'm sure he's nervous. He's trying to steal money from me. So anyway, we got off the phone quickly on that, but that's the kind of thing people are out there doing. They don't want to go out and make an honest living. They think that's an honest living or whatever. So you got to be careful of that all the time. And so because of that, it makes me less wanting to be on Facebook, because it's well, that's pretty annoying. I'll just do other things that work. I've done some podcasts recently. I don't do them all the time, obviously, once, twice, 3 times a month. Do what works. So what works is not being on Facebook all the time. That's nice. What works is when scammer guy tries to talk to you and sounds, like a scammer guy, you hang up the phone. I'm like, okay, these people are scammers. So you got to be aware of these things. That's another reason I'm doing this video. So that's why I'm on Facebook. I'll eventually get back on, not anytime soon. Carson Centene Remax page is still on. I'm on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Instagram. You're not going to never know what I'm doing if you like to follow me. And I'm not that exciting anyway. So I basically help people buy and sell houses and give expert advice in real estate, coach my 5th graders basketball team, do some stuff at church, live my family life, go home. That's about it. Pretty boring, because you heard church, basketball, real estate. It could be exciting for a few people, but that's it. That's it. That's what it's exciting for. Not that. Anyway, Chuck Carstensen, Carson Centene Remax. This recording goes on the Real Life Impact podcast, so you can check out that podcast on pretty much anywhere and listen to the recording if you just tuned in now and wondered what I was saying for the last 8 minutes. So hope all is well. Take care.